So I recently went to see Kung Fu Panda 4 in all of its glory. I kid you not when I say the trailers we saw beforehand were better than the entire movie. This isn't going to be an in-depth review, as it's more so a poorly polished rant. So going into this movie, I had a few friends over to binge the first 3 films before seeing the 4th in theaters. Man, the first 3, mwah, timeless classics. Perfect, each and every one of them. Now the 4th one? The best way I could describe this movie is imagine you have a relative, and they've spent their entire life helping others, achieving great things. Feeding the homeless, building animal shelters, helping impoverished countries. And then they showcase a presentation at their funeral, and all it is them running a lemonade stand as a kid. That's what I felt when watching this movie. So Poe apparently needs to find a successor as his time as Dragon Warrior is close to expiration. I mean, okay, Cars 3 much? And then they give the most half-assed excuse as to why the Furious 5 are not present in this movie, ranging from solving peace between 2 species to Crane being the ruler of the fucking Crocs. I mean, hey, they weren't in the trailer or on the poster, so can't say they were dishonest. Poe has a hard time selecting the Dragon Warrior as if it's that easy. It's not like we spent 3 movies defining what the fuck the Dragon Warrior even is. Then some bandit shows up and tricks Poe into traveling to a city so she can steal the staff Oogway gave him. Bloodthirsty Royal, city overrun with crime and corrupted guards, slapstick antic as Poe bounces around destroying things and disturbing the peace. Well, look at that. It's just Kung Fu Panda 2, but dog shit. Oh my god, what were they thinking? I thought Galaxar was the worst DreamWorks villain, but man, did they top it with this bitch. She's not interesting at all. Absorbs the powers of all the masters and uses it for her own power? That's just a rough draft of Kai. I know it's different because she got their actual abilities and could take their forms, but it's hardly as effective or as cool as Kai. Kai is an overall superior character. She complains that she can't learn Kung Fu because she's small? Bitch, there's a fucking chicken master, a mouse army, Mantis. Height is not an issue here. The first movie made it clear anyone can do Kung Fu. Wow, they really did not have anything to work with here. The fox bitch, or whatever her name is, such wasted potential. A kid forced to survive in a crime-filled city who was taken in by some evil royal due to her lack of fear and determination? That sounds cool, but it's hardly touched upon, just not given enough attention, or at least not as strong as it should be. She changes sides way too fast and does not give us enough time to take her seriously. And of course, because she's a new character and the only new one that they could focus on, she is selected to be Poe's successor. What? Okay, I will say the movie made me laugh all throughout its runtime. I'm glad they still stuck to the clever sly humor the series is known for, but all these new ways they try being funny with Poe having different voices to speak to him, that's not the humor that got us into the series. And the worst part of the movie, the fan service. My god, it's awful. Tai Lung, Kai, and Shen all return and do almost fucking nothing. Tai Lung is given the most screen time because he's the one that's been gone the longest. He doesn't add anything of importance and is as flat as paper. Kai should not have returned at all. He should have just stayed gone. Shen is the greatest DreamWorks villain ever and they did nothing with him. This movie sucks. It's below mediocre. I'm so pissed. I don't know, I give this movie like 2 Feastables out of 10.